had to do a lot of mixing and matching this year. You know, the first time, Dana said everybody's back, everybody's healthy. How are you looking at that heading into the bowl game, and how do you kind of mix and match those guys?
Well, when you start getting a lot of guys back, you start going back and starting over again. And let's have a competition, see who's ready to get in there and play and be the guys for this upcoming game. And the thing that it does is it makes everyone better. Everyone has to practice better. Everyone has to come in a little bit more focused and a little bit more prepared to go out and put their best foot forward. So it's been fun, and we'll see where things shake out. We still got a couple weeks before we got to play, so we've got a lot of practice.
That being said, I know you have a couple weeks, but right now, which 5 guys are kind of out
right there? Now, if we had to play tomorrow, we'd play with the same 5 that we played with, for the whole second half of the season.
Does that include Adam, or?
Yeah, it would include Adam.
What's it like to get him back? He told me he's feeling the best he's felt.
Well, again, when you have a guy who's played as many games as he has here, he's a junior who started every game this year except for one when he was injured, I think, and one where he only played a few snaps. But last year played a lot of football. The year before that, at the end of the season, he got back into it a little bit. So he's been in a lot of games. He's played at a high level. When you have anyone like that, regardless of the position it is, it helps your whole unit because that experience can't be replaced.
Can you compare them to anything you've seen?
No, not really. They do a lot of different things in the Big 12. The Pac-12 and Big 12 are a little different. So if you were to compare them to anybody else in the Big 12, I don't know who else I could compare them to. They don't run tempo like anybody else in the Big 12, but they have the ability to run tempo if they want in short yardage situations. I see them do some decent things. They're a pretty balanced team. I think they throw the ball a little more than they run it, but they can run it pretty well. So they're a balanced offense. I know they had national title hopes at the beginning of the season, and we may not know a lot about them culturally as a team, but from what I've seen on film, they play hard, and it's going to be a good game for us.
Is that even more incentive for you? Where obviously they're 6-6, but this is a team that a lot of people expect to possibly be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to win the bowl game no matter what, no matter who we're playing. If we're playing Ohio State, Notre Dame, out there, it doesn't matter. We're just playing Arizona State, so we need to beat them. That's who we're preparing to beat. I just think the incentive for our senior group is to make sure we win and leave with a win. So make sure we get to 8 wins in this program. I think that'd be a pretty good something that we can be proud of.
What do you remember your memories of Coach Patterson, and what's it going to be like seeing him?
I really have no memories of Coach Patterson. He's not really here right now, so I'll say hi to him after the game and tell him good luck before the game if I see him, and then tell him after the game, good try. So
You guys haven't seen anybody similar to them, but have they played anything similar to the way that you guys play defensively?
I haven't been able to watch anything on their defense. We just watched their offense.
No, but have they faced a defense similar to the way?
Oh, similar to us? I don't really think there's a defense kind of like our defense in the country. I know Arizona runs a 3-3-5 a little bit, but we do a little different things than them, and I think we have better personnel than Arizona. So we're going to be probably. I know they've seen some the fronts that we run, maybe in a 3-man line, but I think what we're going to bring to them is a little different than what they've seen. So.
Tell me about the experience of getting your diploma as compared to anything else you've ever felt.
Getting your diploma is something that you come here to do, and that's your number one goal as coming in as a student athlete, is to graduate and to make this experience for the school and for yourself is as memorable as possible, and to have an experience that both cultivates learning and both trying to win as many games as possible. But there's no other feeling like getting your diploma. It's something that you've worked for 5 years to get, something that nobody can take away from you, and having an education at a university such as West Virginia. So, my parents were proud of me, my family's proud, and, something that I was really excited to do and walk with my brothers. Something that we've come in and we make sure that we take great onus in making sure that we graduate and get our degree coming here.
How's their line differ from other lines you've seen this season?
It's not a lot of difference. They got a big front, big guys, some 6'6" kind of guys, some heavier guys. Nothing that we haven't seen. Just some big guys that love to compete, and we look forward to the opportunity.
Dana was in here, says they probably blitz about 100% of the time.
Right.
Worried about that, or
No,
what are
I
you seeing
mean
on
we're just
film?
working for it now. We know the blitz is coming. We see it. They have some trouble with their secondary, so they like to bring heat, try to get that ball out quick. But we're going to look to take some shots on them, get some advantages.
Adam, Dana said 4 developmental practices, or a handful of developmental practices before you guys started even talking about Arizona State.
Right.
In terms of the offensive line, do you see any young guys who got opportunities who maybe showed up a little bit, given some snaps during those developmental practices?
Yeah, I'd definitely say some of the newcomer guys, the third team kind of guys, we got to see them rep out a bunch of stuff in practice, so that was good to see them kind of get comfortable with the offense so that they can take that next step into getting ready to play.
I know you're banged up a little this year. How's it feeling? How is your body just getting ready to finish the season out strong?
Right. I mean, going into this game, it's going to be the closest to 100 that I've been since getting hurt in the Texas game. It hasn't limited me a little bit, but I'm not going to be looking for any excuses this game. So I'll be looking for 100%.
Any idea what kind of starting front you guys are looking at and things you're doing in practice?
Four down front. They got some edge rushers that like to get upfield and get straight upfield. Some fast guys, but mostly even front, four down front.
We've seen a lot of changes on this offensive line so far. Is it nice now that you guys are going into the last game and Coach Crook really has the ability to do what he wants? He doesn't have to worry about injury, and it's really personnel-based at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this month to get back bodies and get our health back right has definitely been huge. We've seen that throughout each practice, people getting healthier, looking better. So, I mean, it's definitely good things, good signs.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. I mean, this is the best I've felt since the injury. So I'm really looking forward to this game, and really going to try to make a statement this game.
How big of a challenge was that while you were battling that?
I mean, you try not to make no excuses for yourself. It was hard. It's tough, but it's football. So I mean, game goes on. I mean, you got to get better. That's it.
Through that experience, though, you guys were able to build a lot more depth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel comfortable with the units you guys got?
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely able to plug some guys in there to get crucial game experience. I mean, that if anything were to happen, that now everybody's ready to go in anytime. So, I mean, we did build some depth throughout the injuries.